Hey friends, it's Michelle and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I have clearly ghosted you guys for the last 6 months, barely posting and barely staying consistent with my YouTube channel. So I do want to apologize for that. I don't really have a great excuse other than I've been working really hard. And I really wanted to make this video since I shared my first video on YouTube back in December of last year. So I felt like, at least for a full circle moment, I should give you guys a little bit of insight of what I've been working on and what I've been doing. So without further ado, let's get into it. Follow me on socials, or you know me in real life, you know that I have started the journey of pursuing acting. And while that comes to a surprise to many of my friends, it's something that I've always wanted to do since I was little. A little bit of backstory: I was put in ballet classes at the age of 5, and I continued with ballet up until the age of 18, and then I transitioned to hip-hop and contemporary and really just fell in love with the art of dance. And fast forward to last year, I went through a knee injury. As many of you might know, I had ACL surgery last July. And while I was sitting there on my booty, not sure what to do with my life, I realized to myself that the career path that I was on was something that I no longer wanted to pursue anymore. So I decided that I always really loved performing arts, and I always really craved a creative life. So acting it was. I felt like I love watching films. I love watching actors just emote and put me through so many different types of emotions in a short period of an hour and a half of a movie. And I wanted to know how exactly they did it, because they don't know me and I don't know them, yet their story on the big screen or even on the little screen compels me to just think so much about what's going inside in my head and my life. And sometimes I am bawling watching a film, wondering how the heck did it do that to me. And that, I think, was a huge spark in a lot of it. And in terms of acting, I understand it's, a lot more sustainable of a career as opposed to being a professional dancer. And all of that to be said is I decided to just give it a shot. So actually, during my recovery last year, I was already communicating with some of my friends who either work in the industry or know somebody who works in the industry. So I had a few coffee chats, and I really tried to understand, how do I even start and what do I do? So a lot of the advice followed the same outline. Get into an acting class, find a commercial agent, and get as much on-set experience as possible. And so that's exactly what I did. So when it first came to acting classes, I started at a studio in West Hollywood sometime in March. And I actually purposefully made sure that the first class was right before my birthday so that I could tell people that I started acting when I was 28, which is silly, but it's me. And that is when I started my first acting class. And I've been taking classes fairly consistently all throughout the year. And I'm starting to take voiceover lessons, which I'm also really excited about. And then in terms of finding a commercial agent, to be honest, I got extremely lucky. I believe I sent maybe 5 submissions out into the wild, 2 meetings. One meeting was in person, and I felt like it was not a good match, a good vibe check. And the second, I felt like was the right place for me to be, and I signed with them end of May. And that's crazy. That was only less than 3 months of, hey, let's do this thing, let's start. And I found myself on my very first set, very first commercial, June. It was the end of June. And so that was 1 month into being signed, and it was my first audition and first booking. And it was just wild to me. And since then, I've worked on several commercials. I've worked with Ruggable, Avocado Mattress, Disney Parks, Warner Brothers, and so on. And again, it is wild to me that I can even say these things out loud and that they are true. For so long, I feel like I've been denying myself the opportunity to even try, because I always believed, you know, the market was too saturated. There's already somebody who's prettier, more talented than me, and why should I go through this? Why should I go through endless rejections to maybe get a sliver of opportunity and chance to be on the big screen one day? To be honest, when people say that actors are crazy people, I believe them. I believe that I am indeed one of those crazy people who just believes in herself that big things are on their way, big things are going to happen for me, and all I have to do is just do something about it. I just have to put forth the action, and all of those wild, incredible dreams that I have in this little noggin are gonna happen. That is the level of delusion that I have at this point in time, and probably will continue to have forever if I want to make it, because I believe that you have to believe in yourself so incredibly much in order for you to book things, and for other people to see your energy, your light, your intentions, your goals, and for them to be like, yeah, I want that person out of 1,000 people. And somehow it's been working, and so that is my secret sauce that I think will hopefully lead me to even more down the road, because this is my 6-month update and I've worked on 20 different productions to this point. It has not actually been a full 6 months yet, and that is just like insane to me. And I'm always going to say this, I am so blessed. So blessed, so grateful. And it's a season of Thanksgiving, right? Hopefully this video came to you at the right time. Hopefully you found me maybe when you're rethinking careers, maybe when you're wondering, should I go for it? This is your freaking sign. Go for it, don't look back, and be so happy that you did, because it is all gonna pay off later, and I believe I can promise you that. And I am so grateful for all the friends, families, and even strangers who have shown me just immense support throughout this entire journey. I've met incredible people on set who we only work with 8 hours a day, and they are so encouraging. They are so happy to hear about my story, so happy that I made the transition, so happy I took the leap and that I'm on, you know, their side of the world now. And if you told me a year ago this is where I would be, I would simply think that you were crazy. But I have always wanted to be a testament to others that believe in yourself, take chances, and freaking go for it, because you only have one life to live. I want to say thank you so much to everyone again for being here, being a part of my journey, and I'm sure I will see you in the next one.